Hi everyone, I'm Laura and this is Go Simply. Today we have a seated workout. It's going to have cardio with some boxing for the upper body, and the lower body we're going to strap on some ankle weights and get some muscle toning. If you like doing chair workouts, subscribe to my channel. I post new workouts every week. Often they are chair workouts. And if you like sweating, give me a thumbs up. We're going to start with a warm-up, so let's get to it. Okay, we're going to start with a bit of a warm-up here, and like I said, we're doing some boxing, so let's get those shoulders rolling backwards. And then we're going to roll them forwards. And then let's just do a bit of a side bend with a reach. You can use the side of your chair for a bit of support. And then let's twist it across. Just a quick warm-up here. Okay, and then let's do a bit of a leg circle on one leg. Doesn't matter which, we'll do the other. And then let's switch and do the other side. So hopefully with the upper body boxing moves, that will get our heart rate up a bit, and then we'll get a bit of a heart break and work those lower body legs. And then let's just sort of tap those legs out in front. Boot, please don't eat my children's artwork. The cat is, well, she's doing what she does best, and that's misbehaving. Okay, so just a few more taps there. And then let's do some reach up and then bend over, reach down. I'm not sure, you can't see her because she's off camera, but you can probably hear her ripping things. And just a few more here. Two more. Okay, and then we're going to do a lower body march with an upper body pull down. Okay, so let's do about 6 more, and 5, 4, this is a bit of an ab work, 3, and 2, and last one. Excellent. So I'm just going to give my spine a little roll here, sort of like a cat-cow. I can show you, but moving a little bit more quickly through it. And there we go. All right, I'm going to get my ankle weights strapped on. I'm going to grab a light pair of hand weights as well. If you have either of those things, put them on. If you don't, that's fine too. Just follow along and we'll get into the next part of the workout. All right, we're starting here with some cross punches. We're doing this in a Tabata format today. So 20 seconds on with a 10-second rest. And some of these moves we'll do twice. Well, we're going to do them all twice, but sometimes it'll be left side, right side. Okay, and now we're taking a break, and now we're going to do a lower body move, and it's going to be a figure 4 calf raise. So I'm going to take one leg and put it on top of the other for just a little bit extra and do a calf raise on the, I'm doing the left leg, doesn't matter which. So now there's not only the ankle weight on the left leg, but also the ankle weight that's across. So it's just putting that little bit of extra weight. And then we'll have a 10-second rest, and we're going to go back to that cross punch. So there's always a little bit of time in between to get ready for the next move. Okay, so cross punch. Now you'll see I have my little hand weights strapped on. They're not very heavy, they're 1 pound each, but they provide just a little bit. When I'm boxing, I don't want to hold too much because I don't want to strain my back. moving, because you move quickly with kickboxing. Okay, we're going to do that calf raise on the other leg now. So again, bend that leg up if you can. If you can't, do these just regular. Just do the calf raise portion, but without your leg up. Okay, so rolling up on that toe, really working the calf. And I'm not taking my hand weights off the whole time. What's great is that they strap on, so I can just leave them there. Okay, break time. Now I'm going to do a hook with my right arm and an upper with my left. Okay, so hook and upper. Hook and upper. Now, if you are someone who can't use your legs, you can just keep repeating the upper body move through the lower body portion of this workout. And you'll have a really intensive boxing workout. Okay, now I'm going to do hip rolls. So I'm going to come a little bit forward on my chair, and I'm just going to, just like in the warm-up, roll one and then the other. Okay, so I'm holding on to the side of my chair just for a little stability. And this is really working the inner thighs, the outer thighs, not flies, thighs, the hip flexor, and the abdominals. Okay, rest. Now I'm going to do that hook with my left and the upper with my right. Okay, if you're doing opposite of me, that's just fine too. Okay. So boxing really, really works the whole core, the back, the abs, all the stabilizing muscles around your center, which is one of the reasons that it is a great workout, even like definitely still in a chair. It can be more challenging to work the abs when we're seated in a chair, so this is a really great way to do it. Okay, we're going back to those hip rolls. So again, if you don't have the lower body mobility, you could be going back to those hooks and uppers whenever we're doing this opposite move. Like I said, that would make it a very intensive boxing workout. Excellent. So now we're going to do a punch up and out. So we're going to punch up, punch out, punch up, punch out. Okay, so up, out, up, out. I like to rotate my arms when they go to the side so that my palm ends up facing down, and when I go above my head, they're facing into each other. But you do what works for you. Just keep those arms moving. Excellent. And now we're going to do, so I'm just going to lift my leg and I'm going to go straight, extend, and then bend it. And try and hold it up for the whole 20 seconds. So straight and bend. And try and keep it up the whole time. That means your abdominals are tight. They're working. They're pulling that leg up. Okay. Also the hip flexors working. You're getting a lot of quad work right now. Excellent. So we're going to go back to that punch up and out, which is getting our heart rate up for sure. Up and out. Tabata moves very quickly through all the exercises, so these type of workouts go really, really fast, which is good. So with warm up and cool down, this whole workout is probably about 20 minutes. Excellent. So now we're going to do that leg extension on the other leg. So again, try and hold it up for the whole 20 seconds, and it's extending and pulling back in. And you'll notice those abdominals, you really have to pull up from the pelvic floor, bring that belly button towards the spine. And it's good work for those abdominals again. Excellent. So now we're going to do a speed bag, and again, I'm not a boxer, so I'm just doing the best I can, but I'm going to turn sideways to show you. So I'm going to turn my head so I don't hit myself, and I'm just going to roll those arms around each other the whole time. So I know people could do this a whole lot faster than I can, and that's okay. Like I said, I've got these little 1 pound weights on, so I'm definitely feeling the little added bit of weight. Okay, and now we're going to do a heel drag in. So we're going to alternate it. So you're going to put your leg out and then drag it in, and put the other one out and drag it in. So I have a carpet, so I definitely am feeling the resistance. But you're working the quads as you pull. You're also working the hamstring as you drag across the floor. Excellent. And we're going to do speed bag again. I'll turn this way this time. If you want, try and roll it backwards this time, just to get an opposite motion. So again, now I'm going to try and roll the other way. I'm not as coordinated this way, but that's okay. And again, I've got my head turned. I don't want to hit myself in the face. That's not going to be very comfortable. I'm getting a lot of shoulder work here. Elbow mobility. Excellent. Okay, and we're going to do that heel drag one more time. Excuse me. So again, drag that foot in. Try to put some pressure on the foot so that you're really feeling it drag, especially if you have a floor that's easy to slide your leg on. Push down a bit so that you really get that hamstring working. Okay, next up we're just going to do some straight old front jabs, so punch, punch, okay? Keep those abdominals nice and firm because we're going to do it as fast as we can. Okay, so, not crazy fast. I don't want you to hurt yourself, but try and get it moving. Okay, you want to generate a little bit of heart rate here. And you've got that core nice and firm so that you're protecting that spine as you do it. Excellent. And we're going to do a hamstring curl, which is interesting on the chair. You're going to turn to the side and put this leg a bit behind you, sort of like this. And then you're going to curl up and then tap it down. You don't get a ton of range of motion, but just that little bit. You have to squeeze hard. You will feel it in there, even with that little range of motion. Okay, excellent. We're going to go back to those front jabs, and then we're going to do that hamstring curl on the other side. So arms up and punch. Core's in firm. Punching straight out in front of you. I always feel silly when I do boxing, but it's so good for you that I just have to put that aside and do it anyways. You can let me know in the comments below if you feel silly doing boxing workouts too. It's not just me, I don't think. I mean, maybe it is just me. But I definitely feel silly. Let me know if you do too. Okay, so I'm holding onto the chair here. And again, it's not a very big range of motion, but I'm squeezing really hard, like really squeezing that hamstring to get that leg to go up. There's the, 3 inches it's going up? Excellent job. So now we're just going to do a little bit of a cool down. I'm actually going to put my hand weights off to the side, and I'm going to take off these weights. I'm sorry, I know that's loud. And I'm just going to take them off for stretching. Just put them to the side there. Okay, so I'm going to start by raising my arms overhead and just leaning off to one side. Feeling a nice stretch through my side, down the torso. Oh, this is my favorite part of the workout. I know people are busy and we need to rush off. Let's go to the other side. To our jobs or to appointments or picking up kids or, volunteering somewhere or helping a neighbor or just doing things around our house. If we can just take 5 minutes, just 5 minutes to stretch once a day, our lives would be markedly improved. We'd probably be happier too. Okay, and I'm going to turn and I'm going to do a chest expansion by pulling my arms back. We definitely worked the chest muscles today with throwing all those punches. Okay, and then I'm going to do the opposite of that and really pull those arms forward and get the upper back stretched out. Excellent job. Then I'm going to pull one knee up to my chest here and get a nice stretch through a bit of the glute and the back of the leg. Nice and straight with my posture and my back. And just hold it up there. If you can't hold it very well, you can rest your heel on the edge of your chair. Okay, and then I'm going to put that down and I'm going to switch legs. Okay, just a couple more seconds. And I'm going to do a figure 4, so I'm going to pull one leg up, rest that ankle on my knee. And you can either just leave it here, but if you want a little extra, you can push down on the knee just ever so slightly. Add a little bit of extra sort of pressure there. Really open up those hips. It also helps stretch out the glutes. Okay, and then the other leg up. And we'll push that one down a bit. And again, really stretch out those legs. I love this stretch. It always surprises me just how tight that I get in the hips, because I think, oh, you know, I do this stretch pretty much every day. They're not tight, and every time I do it, they're tight. So it means I need to keep doing it. Okay, and then I'm just going to bend forward, touch my toes, and I'm just going to let myself hang here. I'm going to let my head hang. Okay, roll back up, and I'm just going to put my hands on my head. And I'm going to put my elbows together for a moment, and then just let the weight of my hands pull my head forward. I'm not pulling my neck down, I'm just letting my arms hang and then pull my head a bit. And then I'm going to come up to seated, and I'm going to open my elbows as wide as they will go. And then I'm going to put one arm down by my side and sort of pull away from my body and use the other arm. Again, it's just the weight of my hand. I'm not really pulling, I'm just the weight of my hand. So pulling in opposite directions. And then we'll switch and do the other side. So again, it's just the weight of my hand and then pulling on the opposite side, really lengthening it out like a long strand of spaghetti. Great job, everyone. Give me a thumbs up if you're happy that that's over. Let me know what you'd like to see next, and I hope to see you again soon.